That boy is good.
We really got to see how things happened in the past in American history to black people when white people get angry at something that they don't have answers for. So let me tell you, you know what I'm talking about. So in almost all white state of Utah, in an all white college, at an all white rally, one white man killed another white man. And there were two big responses to that. One response were people on the left, Democrats, in the whole spectrum, right? Conservative, centrist, leftist, far left Democrat. The white people who inherit those spaces have been lauding Charlie Kirk for days now, have been praising him, and some have been online crying, and none have mentioned his abject, disgusting racism, his attacks on black women, on black intelligence, on black professionals, his attacks on the transgender and gay community, his attacks on immigrants, and his desire for public executions, and his vitriol about Dr. Martin Luther King, his talk about George Floyd, just disgusting racism.
But he's supposed to be a man of God, right? And you see that they say, oh, well, show me where he says it. Oh, it was taken out of context. Was it taken out of context, or were those words that actually came out of his mouth?
And this is from the left praising him. And then from the right, blaming, from the president to that googly FBI guy, blaming Antifa, blaming transgender people, calling people on the left scum and degenerates. We didn't even know who did it. And then went further. We had to, something like 20 historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, had to be shut down because of credible domestic terrorism threats.
Exactly.
And then you have all these people online making videos and comments to black people and videos about black people threatening our lives.
Why?
Why I say this is an example of America's history, because when a white person dies, particularly, but not exclusively, a white male, and white people don't have an answer for it,
blame black folks.
The immediate response in American history is to start blaming and attacking and killing black people. That's why our towns, hundreds of towns, not just Tulsa, Black Wall Street, hundreds of towns across the South and Midwest have been burned down because of white fury, like we saw these past couple of days. And not just business districts and businesses, but churches, Christian churches, bombed and destroyed by white Christians. Our homes, and of course our people, in the form of public executions and lynchings, thousands, all because white people need an outlet for their anger, their misplaced anger. And that anger has too often been directed at black people. And you saw it live and in action these past couple of days. And what's Trump's response to that guy getting caught? He's sending the military to Memphis.
So not one, not two, not three, but 4 mass shootings across the country in 24 hours. It's interesting, I haven't heard anything about political affiliation. Oh, that's right. It was a MAGA, wasn't it? I forgot. We don't talk about the details when a MAGA does it, which is like 99% of the time.
We use words, they use bullets.
This is the man who shot Charlie Kirk. This is the man who shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Hortman. This is the man who tried to kill John Hoffman. This is the man who tried to kill Paul Pelosi. This is the man who killed an Obama-appointed judge's son. This is the man who hired hitmen to kill Democrats. This is the man who ran over a left-wing activist and killed her. This is the man responsible for the Austin bombing. This is the man who sent pipe bombs to Obama, Biden, and Hillary Clinton. This is the man who shot Gabby Gifford. This is the man who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, and this man, and this man, and this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, and this man. This is the man who set Josh Shapiro's house on fire. This is the Oklahoma bomber. This is his accomplice. These are just a few of the men who beat police officers on January 6th. I can think of a few things they have in common, and it's not the way they use their words or their left-wing politics.
Oh, my goodness. So let me see if I can follow this train of logic, okay?
All
we
right.
have a racist white guy, right, who spends a good chunk of his life talking about black crime. That's what's going on, black crime in Chicago. This racist white man then proceeds to go to a predominantly white state, Utah. He then, upon being in the white state, Utah, goes to a predominantly white college, Utah College. Now,
True.
His last words was talking about gang violence. Now, upon him talking at this college campus, he then is no longer with us due to a white male.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Now, can someone explain to me where in that scenario does this have anything to do with black people? Can someone tell me? I don't know, bro. I've ran the numbers. I put it up on the whiteboard, bro. I don't understand. Maybe we need Reed Richards, okay, from the Fantastic Four to figure out this one. Because it's not computing, fam. It's not making any sense. But as I've told you guys, when it comes to the lineage of evil, they cannot take accountability. Everything that has transpired in the last 48 hours, white. Okay, even when it came to the school event that happened in Colorado, we didn't hear about that. Guess what? White. Now, somehow, when it comes to the racist mindset, you have to understand it's very much Neanderthal caveman. Black person bad, white person good. So they have somehow done mental gymnastics to blame black people. Damn. And in response to blaming black people, they are targeting HBCUs. I kid you not, I can't make this up, bro. They actually had to shut down HBCUs due to domestic terroristic threats. That's correct.
Let this sink in. Just
threatening HBCUs, black kids on college campuses. Think about this, right? These aren't the gang members. These are black kids trying to better themselves. These are black kids lifting themselves up by the bootstraps. These are black kids getting an education. This is who these demons go and attack. They try and attack HBCUs for what happened at a predominantly white college. Can someone make that make sense?
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Can someone make that make sense? Instead, what y'all should be spending your time doing, if you really want to help anybody, if you really care about Charlie Kirk's family, you should be looking for the person who did that event. Okay, I don't want to use any adjectives, but you should be looking for that individual. Instead, you busy trying to terrorize black people.
Ironic.
Now, this is emblematic of what I've been talking about ad nauseum. Charlie Kirk is a perfect example. This man spent a good chunk of his life, all right, talking, belittling, demeaning black people. He went so far as to hire other self-hating black people, such as Kundis Owens, such as Brandon Tantrum, and other individuals.
More white men took their weapons when they shouldn't have had them, probably because they have labeled PTSD. And I don't even care. I know one of them had a Trump ban sign on their fence line, and it just doesn't matter. Because until we all address the situation with white men acquiring weapons and then using them to unalive people, we're never going to get anywhere. If mass unalivings were predominantly, like 95% done by black men, you guys would be talking about black men. If it was done by black women, you would be talking about black women. If it was done by predominantly women, 95% mass unalivings were done by women, you would be talking about how women don't deserve weapons. But for some reason, because it's predominantly white male, we just let it slide. Because that's just how they are. You know, we can't fix everything. It's just their mental health. But if it was any other minority group, you would be using their skin tone, their gender, their religion, because that would benefit your case. Why are we not holding white men accountable for the crimes that they are doing that we would hold every other minority group accountable for?
It's time this country does something about this white-on-white crime wave that's gripping America. And I'll give you 3 things about it. Thing number 1, the receipts are in the numbers. The moment the Charlie Kirk news broke, anyone who knows America's history of violence had the same thought. According to the FBI and the Justice Department, 81% of violent crimes committed against white people are committed by white people. And according to the Rockefeller School of Government, 55% of mass shooters are white. That is a criminal profile we are not paying close enough attention to. Thing number 2, the media lies to you for profit. Corporate outlets like CNN and Fox News rake in billions, fueling imaginary fears. The dark hooded immigrant, the gun-toting black gang member. This keeps white America terrified so that they can sell you gold coins, laundry detergent, and survival kits. But here's the truth. The Cato Institute found that undocumented immigrants are 26 times less likely than native-born Americans to be convicted of violent crimes like homicide. The fear they sell you isn't just unfounded, it's a con designed to keep you scared and spending. Thing number 3, white folk, the call is coming from inside the house. The overwhelming majority points to one conclusion, that white people are most at risk from other white people. The shooters in school, the domestic terrorists, the suburban mass killer, they don't look like the caricatures the media is peddling. They look like your classmates, your coworkers, your neighbors. Until America is ready to confront that reality, we'll keep watching tragedies mount while we're blaming the wrong people. This isn't about immigration. This isn't about the inner cities. There is no trans agenda. The real crime wave in America is white on white crime, and ignoring it has deadly consequences. But what do you think?
Now, originally, I didn't want to talk about Charlie Kirk just because I felt like it was a sensitive subject, but then I figured, what the hell, right? What have we learned from this? We've learned that people are extremely emotional to the point where they have their emotion on their sleeves, and I feel that gives us an insight to how they truly feel, to what they truly believe, whether it was showing empathy, whether it was disrespectful. It's an insight to that person's character, and I think that's what this all boils down: the character of a person, not a color. And the fact that, it seems that black people are always getting blamed for everything, it's a cop-out. It's a cop-out for your hatred. It's a cop-out for just maybe your pure ignorance, but understanding that it boils down to a man's character and not his color. But what do I know? If you enjoyed the content, make sure that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to the right and to the left. I got some dope compilation content for you. Leave a comment, and I'm out.